Hello everyone, thank you for tuning into my channel. So I'm here with another Empties video. I may start doing favorites videos again in 2016. I don't know, let me know. What do you guys prefer? I like the favorites because I feel like it gives you an opportunity to see what I'm using, but when I did the favorites in 2013/2014, I felt like it was a lot of the same products for me. I'm not one of those YouTubers that uses a lot of different stuff. I felt like the Empties were a little bit better because after 6, 7, 8, 9 months of having something, I finally used it up and then I could show you what I used. But that doesn't mean that it's a favorite. So I don't know. Let me know. Should I go back to favorites? Should I continue with the Empties? Should I do it both? Should I not do any? Let me know. So I have a Mel's Butter Blends hair crack for thick, dry hair. I actually got this product when I was at a expo that I hosted in New York, and I didn't use it as a hair product. I use it as a body product. When I met Mel, she told me it was good for hair, it was good for body, and I decided to just use it as a body product because we love body butters, and I love it as a body product. I don't know what it would do as a hair product, but I can definitely attest to the fact that I do love it as a body product. The next body product I have is the Nikki's Naturals Whipped Unrefined Shea Butter Body Mousse, and you guys have seen this product in several other Empties videos. This one was actually one that I gave to my mom, and when she came back here to visit, she left it, and so I just used up the rest. Nikki makes this in a bigger tub, and we bought like 3 of them recently. Okay, keeping in line with body, I have these little sample jars. These are both from Simply Sada's, and they're hand and feet moisturizer, but she says, you know, you can use them all over body. So what I did was, since they were so small, I just used them on my feet. Typically when I get out of the shower, I do use an oil on my feet. I keep an oil in my bathroom, and I just put like coconut oil or almond oil, whatever is there. I have a bunch of different oils. I just put that on my feet. So what I did was just use this instead, and I did like it. I love to keep my feet moisturized, so this was fine. And then I have this Shea Moisture fragrance-free, gluten-free baby healing lotion. It has shea butter, it has aloe vera, it has cocoa butter, so it's a great thing for your skin, your children's skin, if you have children with sensitive skin especially. This is my other favorite for children's skin, the Aveeno Baby. I actually buy this in bulk from BJ's because I find that this works great for eczema, patches, or just really dry, scaly patches. Personally, this is like the one thing that has worked for Elle, my daughter Elle, the best. Next, I have the Righteous Butter. This is by Soap and Glory, and it's a body moisturizer. It was actually sent to me in a little kit with a rubber ducky, which my daughter has stolen, and a body wash. I haven't used the body wash yet, but I did like this. The fragrance is super perfumey, so as someone who usually is using, you know, nutty body butters, it was really, you could really smell, like my husband would always say when I would go to bed, like, you smell so strong. So it's super perfumey. It probably would have been ideal to use like if you shower in the morning, because then you kind of have a fragrance. You don't really need to put on perfume because it is very perfumey, and it's lightweight. So it does say very dry skin formula, but for me, as someone who loves a body butter, I want my body butter to be really thick. Then I have the Shea Moisture Manuka and Mafuro Oil Intensive Hydration Body Wash. I did love the fragrance of this. The entire Manuka collection, if you've ever used the hair products, they have this nice royal fragrance. Okay, I have this Johnson's Baby Oil Gel, and we actually got this last year in like October, November. I was nominated for the Root People Choice Award, and all of you voted for me. Thank you. So I won that last year, and they gave us these in our goodie bags. So I'm not big on using products with mineral oil, but it was interesting to me because it was a gel, not like a, you know, just like a baby oil. It was a gel. So that was interesting. But the consistency is literally a gel. You squeeze it out like gel. But it's super moisturizing and lubricating. So it's definitely one of those like hidden gems, because I think Johnson's baby oil and I'm underwhelmed, but I didn't use this on the kids. I used it on myself, and I found it to be really moisturizing. I finally finished one of my Body Shop facial moisturizers. This is the Seaweed Mattifying Day Cream. You all probably know from a lot of my update regimen, skincare regimen videos, that I mainly just use the Body Shop for moisturizer. I have oil skin, and the Seaweed collection has mattifiers in it, which help to control oil. So let's go into hair. I finished Another Motions Pre-Wash Detangling Butter. Check out my video on how I detangle with this product if you haven't seen it yet. You're gonna love it. I finally finished my As I Am Double Buttercream. This is a very old jar, like years old, and there actually is just a smidge left. I could probably finish maybe half of my head with this, but I'm gonna let it go because this is so old. In 2013, I was in love with the As I Am Double Buttercream. It's a great moisturizer. It also was a great styling product, but there's been some other products since then that have taken this one out of my faves. You've been seeing my regimen videos, so you know which items I'm talking about. If you haven't seen them, check it out so you can see what I'm using instead of that. I have a Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Grow Restore Shampoo. This is also one of my current staples. So a Shea Moisture Kids Detangler. As you all know, I use this on Elle's hair. We go through these really often. I have a Shea Moisture Kids Buttercream. This is what I use on Elle's hair, and we go through these very often as well. Forever Butter Lovely Curl. This is the moisturizing spray. It's like a leave-in conditioner in a spray bottle. I really do like it. I use it a lot on Elle's hair for hydrating, you know, daily throughout the week. I hydrate with this, and then I will put maybe a leave-in on, or, you know, the buttercream. I have a product by Danny Shea. It's a whipped butter. And I actually met Danny Shea in Chicago. She's one of my loves, and I was on tour with my Dinner with Curl friends this year, and she gave me a gift. It was actually refreshing to go to my event that I'm hosting, where I'm gifting lots of items and products, and we're having a great time, and to get a gift from someone, it was refreshing. You know, that was really nice. So I use this as a body butter, because I'm a body butter person. I've said this before, and I really did love it. It was really nice. I think she's doing a good job. And I have another Ever Butter product. This is the Sweet Velvet Strengthening Mist. This product was a part of the growth box. I did like a full regimen video. Check that out if you didn't see it. I did like a whole regimen, how you can like style your hair and moisturize it and strengthen it for growth. It's a spray leave-in, but it has oils and it has moisturizers in there. So it's great for like refreshing. At night, I spray it on my twist the section, add the products, and then twist up with it. That's how I used it. And I also use it on my husband's locks. So I'd spray down his locks and add some moisturizer and some oil, and then, you know, just let his hair air dry. And then the last thing is a beauty product. This is the Anastasia Brow Wiz eyebrow pencil. It's one of my favorites because the tip is really small. So it really allows for you to get in there and you do like precise, you know, detail work on your brows. And then the other end has a spoolie, so you can, you know, smooth it out, brush it out, shape it out, whatever. So that completes my Empties videos. Let me know what you've been using up the last couple of months. What are some of those items that I've used up that are staples of yours? Yeah. Please subscribe to my channel. I put out videos every couple of days. If you have any questions, leave them below. And as always, I love you for watching. Bye.